So today I'm gonna go for it. I'm gonna use the Greens Master right here. Go for a 1/2 inch today on the lawn. Got my height of cut gauge right here. I'm gonna set this thing to 1/2 inch. So that's good on that side. It's right at 1/2 inch. You gotta do this side over here. Then you kinda gotta go back and forth and check them to make sure you're doing it right. So that's good on that side. So once you get it adjusted with this bolt here, so you want to tighten up this bolt on both sides. I'm even gonna put the gas in the machine on the concrete for you guys. See if I can do this without spilling on the concrete here. Don't want this to get into the waterways. A little bit more. So I pulled it off, filled up the gas tank without spilling any. And I did it on the concrete, not in the grass. So I just made 2 trim passes. My wife came out here and had it out with me because she doesn't want to wait for me to go to town to mow my lawn again. So that's gonna have to be it until tonight. I'm gonna have to go to town, come back in 3 or 4 hours, try it again. So tonight I'm gonna finish. It's pretty short, it's cutting off quite a bit. I just made 1 full trim pass and the basket's totally full. So here's the amount of clippings. It's just a lot. It's kind of thick. There's a lot of clippings here. It looks like it's to be cutting off about a 1/4 inch, 3/8 of an inch, and some things are 1/2 inch or more. So 1/3 rule breaker I am. So there you go. So I'm here at the Garden Gateway in Logan, Utah, and I'm in their greenhouse, and there's so many cool annuals and flowers in here, and I just really like being in here, thinking about the possibilities of what we can do with the color and to make the yard pop. Make it look really cool. Still in the frost part of my growing season, so I can't plant them quite yet, but I'm just looking through the ideas and seeing the baskets and the beautiful things that you can put. I'm super excited about this. This is awesome in here. But I'm back from town, and it's now in the afternoon. And I picked up these annuals right here. These are all annuals here. I got these from my local greenhouse, and these are what I'm going to be putting in my flower baskets and flower pots that I'm going to put here on the driveway and on my front porch. And so I've got these, and I think I'm going to need a few more too. And then these over here, these are dahlias. I'm growing those from tubers, and I got those too. Want to split those, and those are going to be going in my baskets too, and then some in my flower beds as well. So if you don't know what dahlias are, I've looked those up. They are flippin' awesome. So the cut difference from about 1 inch to 1/2 inch, where I've got the bench height of cut set, it's quite dramatic, and it's really short. So this is the first time I've ever cut this short, and I don't know if it's going to stripe very well because it's so short. Probably not likely, but we'll see here. So I've made 2 passes, and this grass catcher is about half full. So the grass is quite long, going from about 1 inch to 1/2 inch. I'm going to be doing a lot of dumping of these clippings. Grass is really short. It's weird seeing it this short. It looks cool, but it's kind of looked like a little scalped, just a little bit. So it's producing some pretty freaking sweet stripe. When you're mowing this pattern of a single double stripe. You gotta be on your toes. You gotta be able to know which direction you're going and when. Because if not, it's really easy to screw up. The trick is to look at the grass with the sun to your back, and so you can see which pass you need to make. So there it is, 1/2 inch mowed. And that was quite the project because there were a lot of clippings and it looks pretty good. You can't really see the stripes from this angle. They're not that defined. If you look with the sun behind you, looking this way, it looks fantastic. So I don't know if you guys can see this or not, but the lawn is cut to 1/2 inch tall. It's really short. And we've got some seed heads coming up right here. If you can see these, it's quite annoying. See that? Seed heads at 1/2 inch tall. That is crazy. So I kind of always thought that you wouldn't see the seed heads, or you wouldn't get seeds unless you let the lawn grow really tall, but we're generally just cutting them off. So here's some seed heads with really short lawn, and I'm pretty sure that's probably POA, because I don't see these seed heads all over in the Kentucky Blue. The Kentucky Bluegrass is kind of handling this shortcut just fine. Perennial ryegrass will likely handle the lower cut better, but the Kentucky Bluegrass seems to be handling it just fine. Here's a good example of a piece of Kentucky Bluegrass right there. See how it's kind of creased down the center? That's a long piece. That probably is about 1 inch tall or so. The rest of these are about 5/8 or about 1/2 inch tall. Here's another really tall one right here. When you bring the roller across, it kind of folds over the grass first and then it cuts it. So not all of them tend to get cut. So if you can kind of see, there's some long ones here. So here is an example of something that didn't get cut. So this is 1/2 inch here. This is 1/2 inch on this side. And then this part didn't get cut. So that's probably a good 3/4 of an inch that I cut off, because this was the height that I started, and it's 1/2 inch on either side. And so that's about 3/4 inch tall right there. So that got missed, which is okay. I may come out here with a string trimmer and buzz that off, but that's a great example of how much I cut off. And like I said, it's about 3/4 of an inch. So there again, I'm breaking the 1/3 rule, so I should be punished again. That's 3 strikes on me because I broke 3 rules. I put gas in my mower on the lawn. I broke the 1/3 rule. I didn't measure out my fertilizer. I just put it down. So that's 3 strikes. I should be out of the lawn game. Nonetheless, the results show breaking lawn rules is working out well for me. Anyways, so this is a little piece that didn't get cut, and I just wanted to show you that really quick. I did a single, double, single pattern. Today is April 28th. Still kind of early in the season, but the Kentucky Bluegrass is thriving and it's doing well. Right now, at 1/2 inch, this would be a really good time to top dress and put sand down because the weather is ideal for Kentucky Bluegrass. Mow it low, top dress it, and drag it in. This would be a really good time to do so, and I might just be doing so in a couple of weeks or so, maybe. I love being out here and I love showing the lawn because it's fun to me and it's a joy to mow this. I wish that you guys could see this in person, but I appreciate you guys watching these videos, and I will see you in the next one.